Greetings, fellow space and film buffs. Hello and welcome back to our channel, where we explore the fascinating world of movies. We have a special treat for all you Trekkies out there today. Prepare to boldly go where no one has gone before, as we bring you an exclusive look at Star Trek IV. So without further ado, let's go over everything we've learned thus far. Before we get into the specifics, let's go over where we last left off in the Star Trek universe. In the previous film, Star Trek Beyond, the U.S. motioned to Vice Admiral and recommends Spock as his replacement. Meanwhile, Hikaru Sulu reunites with Uhura's relationship has ended. On Altamide, a massive swarm of small ships ambushes the enemy, kidnaps Sulu, Uhura, and other survivors on the planet. Dr. Leonard McCoy and a badly injured Spock search for more survivors. Jayla rescues Scott and transports him to her makeshift home, the grounded USS Franklin. Krall coerces the crew of the captured Enterprise to hand over the Abernath, kill the residents of Yorktown, and use the base to launch an attack on the United Federation of Planets once the device is complete. Kirk and the others free the crew as Krall launches into space with the bioweapon, leading his drones to Yorktown. The Enterprise survivors restart the Franklin and send it after Krall. They jam and destroy the swarm by broadcasting the Beastie Boys song Sabotage. Balthazar Edison, the former captain of the Franklin, who rejected the Federation's principles of unity and cooperation, is Krall. Kirk pursues Edison into the ventilation system of Yorktown, where Edison activates a bioweapon. Spock and McCoy intervene just in time to save Kirk from being blown into space. Following this, Commodore Paris closes the files on Captain Edison and the crew of the USS Franklin. Kirk decides to stay as captain, Spock decides to stay in Starfleet, and Jayla is accepted into Starfleet Academy. The crew celebrates Kirk's birthday and resumes their mission. Let's jump ahead to the present day. Star Trek IV has yet to be officially confirmed or cancelled, leaving fans wondering whether they'll see the USS Enterprise on the big screen again. Perhaps they can be assured that, as bleak as it may appear, work on a possible return is still in progress. J.J. Abrams, who produced all three films in the reboot trilogy and directed two of them, stated in March 2023 that the search for a director is ongoing. I'd say it's the first time since the first reboot that we have a story that feels as compelling as the first, he told Esquire. Of course, Chris Pine has also called the franchise cursed, so it all depends on how optimistic you want to be. All we know for now is that Star Trek IV will not be released in December 2023 as previously announced. The long-awaited film finally appeared to be on track in February 2022 when it was announced that J.J. Abrams would return to produce and Matt Shakman would direct, much to the delight of the cast and fans alike. Unfortunately, Shakman left the project in August 2022 to direct Marvel's The Fantastic Four. The film was then removed from the release schedule in September 2022, but it appears that a director search is still ongoing. But in the meantime, here's everything you need to know about the USS Enterprise's potential return in Star Trek IV. Star Trek IV's potential release date. When can we expect Star Trek IV? Star Trek IV currently lacks a confirmed release date, having been postponed indefinitely from its original December 22, 2023 release date. There have been no rumors about when it might return to the schedule. Before Shakman left the project in June 2022, Paramount boss Brian Robbins confirmed that work on the fourth Star Trek film was underway. With J.J. Abrams, we're deep into it, and it feels like we're getting close to the starting line and excited about where we're going creatively, he said. However, star Zachary Quinto told The Independent in November 2022, "At this point, I honestly have very little attachment to it. We'd all like to return and make another film, but I've learned to only get excited about things I know are real. And nothing about a fourth Star Trek film feels real right now." Who will appear in Star Trek IV? Even when Star Trek IV was released in December 2023, it wasn't entirely certain that the reboot cast would return. Having said that, Robbins did say during his June 2022 announcement that he knew the audience wants that cast in this movie, referring to the reboot cast. So, if it ever happens, we'd be surprised if it's with a brand new cast. Chris Pine, Kirk, Zachary Quinto, Spock, Zoe Saldana, Uhura, Carl Urban, Bones, John Cho, Sulu, and Simon Pegg, Scotty are all expected to return. Urban appears eager to return, although he has also revealed in March 2022 that, like Pine, he had yet to read a script. "I'd love to work with those guys again. It's a lot of fun and the best hang. We'll see," he enthused. According to Quinto's quotes, "Everything is up in the air, but that doesn't mean we can't hope." The fourth film was supposed to be a time-traveling adventure involving Chris Pine's James T. Kirk and his long-dead father, played by Chris Hemsworth. In May 2019, Hemsworth explained why he left the film, saying, "I didn't feel like we landed on a reason to revisit that yet. I didn't want to be underwhelmed by what I brought to the table." It's unclear whether this new version of Star Trek IV intends to bring Hemsworth back or if it's taken a different path, but Hemsworth appears open to returning for the fourth film. Rings of Power creators J.D. Payne and Patrick McKay teased more about their original idea for the fourth film in October 2022. The conceit was that they were the same age due to a cosmic quirk in the Star Trek universe, McKay explained. "We also don't know whether the new film will recast Pavel Chekhov in the aftermath of Anton Yelchin's tragic death in 2016. It's bittersweet because we're getting together for the fourth time and one of us isn't here," Saldana said in March 2022. "But we truly believe that returning and keeping the Star Trek family together is a way to keep him alive in our minds and hearts." What happens in Star Trek IV? We don't yet have any confirmed plot details for the fourth film, and it's unclear how closely it will follow the conclusion of Star Trek Beyond. The third film concluded with Kirk declining promotion to Vice Admiral and remaining captain of the USS Enterprise. Spock chose to stay in Starfleet and rekindle his relationship with Uhura. As the film concludes, they are all set to continue their mission on a brand new USS Enterprise, as the previous one was destroyed during the events of the film. It implies that the fourth film can go anywhere. However, Pine believes that no matter what the plot is, it should not attempt to compete with Marvel. "I've always thought that Star Trek should operate in a more constrained environment. It's not Marvel's appeal, you know? It's like, let's make a movie for the people who love this group of people, this story, and Star Trek," he explained. "Let's make it for them, and if people want to come to the party, that's fantastic, but make it for a price, and make it so that even $500 million is good." Is there any new Star Trek IV footage? You've got to be kidding, right? We'd love to go all timey-wimey and show you a Star Trek IV trailer from the future, but we're stuck in the mirror universe. Well, that's it. For now, make sure that you like our video. Please share your views and opinions in the comments section with us. Subscribe to the channel to get updated regularly with the latest news and reviews on upcoming videos from us. And do not forget to hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you at the next one.